In the last installment, I shared how board game publishers are incorporating more miniatures, which is starting to blur the lines between miniature games and board games. Well, on the flip side, which is where I think you'll catch Sam Healey, there has been a trend where traditional miniature game publishers are now publishing board games. Let's look at some of those companies and their games in this installment of Face Up, Center of the Table. When you think of some of the major players in miniature gaming, two that immediately come to mind are Games Workshop and Privateer Press. Games Workshop has been around for decades and early on was known for its RPGs and board games like Hero Quest and Warhammer Quest. But in the early 90s, they started focusing more on miniature wargaming. Now with Warhammer Fantasy and Warhammer 40K, they are one of the premier miniature game publishers in the industry. Since 2003, Privateer Press has also set itself up as a dominant player in miniature gaming. War Machine and Hordes are extremely popular miniature games that has quickly risen to the top in sales and player base. While their main focus has always been miniature war games, recently both Games Workshop and Privateer Press have started releasing board games that leverage their expertise in miniature figures. Games Workshop is going back to its roots by publishing board games. These include recent releases such as Gore Chosen, Lost Patrol, Assassination Execution Force, Death Watch Overkill, Betrayal at Calth, The Burning of Prospero, Warhammer Quest Silver Tower, and Blood Bowl. All these games take place in the Warhammer 40K or Warhammer Fantasy universe and range from dungeon crawlers to co-ops to arena battles. Like all board games, everything you need to play is in one box without the need to buy any additional models. But one thing they do is leverage their existing miniature line, and some of these games include the exact same miniatures as those in the miniature war games. This helps tie their universe together and gives gamers some great components in their board games. Privateer Press has also released board games in their War Machine universe. The Undercity and the expansion Black City Irregulars is a dungeon crawler using iconic characters from the Iron Kingdom setting. They also released a series of sci-fi board games entitled Level 7. All these games use high-quality single-mold miniatures that allow you to play right out of the box. So there are examples of two of the largest miniatures game companies publishing standard hobby-style board games. But why? I have a couple theories. One is that they want to create these games as a way to help introduce board gamers to the miniature hobby. See, if gamers get used to working with and playing with miniatures, then maybe they'll check out their full lineup of miniature war games. Another theory is they want to introduce their hardcore fans to board games by leveraging the universe and characters they know, which will hopefully lead to yet another revenue stream. Regardless of the reason, the gap between board games and miniature games continues to narrow because publishers on both sides of the hobby are creating products that are approaching that middle ground. And whether you're a board gamer or a miniature gamer, we are all winners as a result. Great job, everybody. That's a wrap. What? No, I didn't want to put any jokes or anything in this one. I want to be taken as a serious commentator. I don't have to rely on jokes or silly gags or anything.